it's Cassie and welcome to This Budget Life. Today is payday, so that means it's time for yet another budget with me. This is going to represent the third paycheck for the month of December. My husband and I are both salaried employees. He gets paid weekly, so this is his third paycheck of the month of December. I get paid once a month. So I guess there's really nothing left to do but to get started. I've got yet another cough and it's really obnoxious. So we are working in the Budget by Paycheck workbook by the Budget Mom. I have to do a little confession. It's always like before I start my videos, I have a confession to make. So I filmed that video of the boxed set and I had every intention of using the boxed set. I really enjoyed the small size. I enjoyed that I could kind of take it with me on the go. But I actually struck up a conversation with my younger sister, and she is the one, if you're keeping up with me, who is getting married at the end of 2022. She's also currently road tripping to move into her new house. Her and her fiance are doing a big cross-country move as we speak. And I kind of thought about it and I was like, do you want my workbook? Because you have a house that you're closing on in like a couple of days. You have a wedding to plan for. And this is really the first time her and her fiance are having to budget for these kinds of big expenses. So she said 100% yes. She's actually been looking for something. So my plan is actually, I'm just going to go get, the workbook again, but I'm going to get the big workbook. I'm just a creature of habit. I just went back with the big workbook. It's cheaper than the box set, and I'm going to be gifting my sister the box set for her to use in her budgeting journey with all these big expenses that she has coming up. So after I posted that video, a lot of people were interested to see how I'll like the smaller size. Well, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to test that out because I'm sending that off to its new home with my sister. So we're going to be back in the Budget by Paycheck workbook once that arrives. I hope it arrives before January. That would be a big bummer if it didn't. But yeah, we'll be working with the full-size version. I did order the peonies. It's so pretty. Okay, let's flip to my December calendar. So as we can see, this paycheck is representing December 16th, and it's going to cover everything from December 16th to December 22nd. And while there's fewer bills than last week, thankfully, I do have some larger payments that are coming out. Always the big daycare cost, but I do have one of my car payments that is coming out. And then a fewer smaller things. So everything except for the care credit has come out. I've gone through and highlighted all of the bills that are coming out. And yeah, I'm ready to get started on this week. So let's flip to December 16th. And I have decided to use an orange pen for today. All right, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I had a request to zoom in when I fill out these worksheets, so that's what we're gonna try today. Yeah, so thankfully there's not like a ton of bills because I wouldn't have enough room in the shot. But let's start with up here with my income. So I always go through and make a mock budget, and that's what I have going on in the black pen. And then my actual budget that I'm going to make is with this orange pen today. So for the paycheck, I always budget $1,117.03 because that's typically what we see. But there's at least one paycheck per month that my husband gets where he gets a stipend for health insurance. So there's always one paycheck in the month that's a little bit larger, and that's what this one ended up being. So that paycheck ended up being $1,226.08. I had some rollover funds, so there was $111.68 of rollover funds, but that's because the second credit card payment didn't come out yet. So I just accommodated for it down here. We had already paid $60 toward it, so it was supposed to be $147, or maybe more than that. And so all that's left is $77.97. Then this bill right here, Ready Refresh. I always forget about this one because I forgot to write about it on my calendar, but this is a water delivery. We get a water service to our apartment, so that cost is $52.08. and that has been posted to my account already. So before everything began, I went ahead and subtracted everything up. So the total that I'm going to be working with is $1,207.71. Okay, so my first bill that should be coming out is YouTube TV. This is what we use for our TV streaming service. Comes in at $69.70. And then, of course, I have my daycare, and that is $323.66. My one car payment of the two is $356.32. And then YouTube Premium is $17.31. This is a subscribe and save from Amazon that I recently placed an order for. So that's $40.87. And then I did want to put in a checking account cushion. I'm still going to keep it relatively low at $25. I just feel like if I do any more than that, I'm just going to spend it on stupid stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and add this all up. So I'm coming to $832.86. Okay, let's check our math. $832.86. And that brings me to $374.85. Okay, so it's kind of nice. I do have like $25 more than I originally would have. It's kind of a bummer that I forgot about that water delivery service from up top when I was discussing my rollover funds. And I incorporated that $25 checking account cushion because I could have had more to play with down here, but I still have more than I originally budgeted for. I originally thought I was going to have $350. So that's always nice. Okay, for groceries, I'm going to stick with $40. Although I probably don't need that much. Do you remember, like, a couple weeks ago, I said I was going to make these stuffed peppers, and I went to the grocery store like 2 times since that video, and they didn't have the protein that I was looking for. So I was like, well, you have ground beef in the freezer, so I might as well use what I already have. So I finally made that recipe last night. So that means I don't really need to make a lot. And then the other thing I was going to make this week was just spaghetti. So I already have that meat thawing out from the freezer. And yeah, that should hold me for the rest of this pay period. My in-laws are coming to town, and I imagine when they get here, there's going to be a little bit more eating out. I really don't want to spend that much on eating out. I didn't actually budget for any eating out for this particular pay period because it should all come out of next pay period. But the 2 meals that I have planned for the week will definitely get me there. So I should have no reason to eat out this week. Now, if I can only stick to that plan, that's a whole different story. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking will happen. Then gas, I'm going to put in $60 in the envelope. I actually probably don't need $60 because my gas tank is still looking really good. Oh, we had fun at the wedding that we went to last week. That's what I ended up budgeting for and filling up. And man, I ran that gas tank like all the way to empty before I filled up $30, and I'm still going really strong with that gas tank. So I'm really glad that I did end up doing that because we drove quite a lot for the wedding and the company party that we went to. My son's envelope, he is completely wiped out. When you get to the cash stuffing, I've completely wiped him out. So last week, I didn't really put that much into his envelope because I was like, oh, he should be good for a while. And I totally forgot that he needed like actual food and not just formula. So his daycare sent a note home that he needed some food to get sent to daycare. And I was like, oh crap. So I had to do a midweek run to the grocery store to get him some food. So the $11 that was in his envelope is completely wiped out. So I'm going to replenish him at $50. This week I have to get some like diaper pail trash bags, and then he's gonna need, not this week, but next week we'll need to get him some diapers, and then at the beginning of January he's gonna need another round of formula. But the $50 should get us by. My pretty dog Luna needs to get her nails trimmed. So we're gonna put $20 into her account, and she should be set to go this weekend to get her nails trimmed just in time for the in-laws to get here. Now my beauty envelope, this will be interesting. So I'm actually not gonna stuff my beauty envelope because I counted it and I think I've got like, I don't quite remember, I either have $50 or $30 in there. And I did decide to treat myself to a nail appointment that's going to be coming up next week on Tuesday. And all I have to pay is gratuity for that. So I've got plenty in that envelope to account for the gratuity. Now, once that appointment's over, I am going to have to start restuffing that envelope because I know my husband is going to need a haircut. My haircut is coming up at the beginning of January, and waxing whenever I can fit that in the schedule. Household. This is interesting. I know I have stuff in the envelope, but you know what? Instead of that $20 I was going to put in beauty, I'm going to put that into household because I keep going on and on about needing to purchase some laundry items, and I just need to just go and do it. So I think $20 will get me there. And then the rest of these, I think it should be pretty much the same. So the only thing I really like swapped was beauty and household. So miscellaneous, I'm going to put $5 in there. Daycare, I'm going to put $10 in there. My son's got his little classroom party today. I was in charge of bringing bananas, so that was also part of the midweek grocery run. And he has his holiday book exchange, so we'll see what he ends up getting when he comes home. And then, of course, Starbucks. We'll load up my Starbucks app. Okay, let's add this all up. I mean, it should be the exact same that I had before, $235. $235. Okay. And then let's subtract it from my total up here. And that comes to $139.85. Okay, next part of the worksheet, we're going all the way back up to my sinking funds. And I know that I want to put the customary $14 in for my vet expenses and $15 for Amazon Prime. I just have some due dates coming up for these two items, so that will for sure get stuffed. Then I did want to put $25 in my son's sinking fund because his birthday's coming up in February, and I need to start cracking on that and purchase him a little gift. Not a big one, but also I need to buy him a new car seat. He's not at the point where he absolutely needs a new car seat right now, but I just know that there's a car seat on the horizon that we need to get. Okay, so that was $54 last time. And because I had kind of like that $25 extra, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in my Costco fund because why not? And then we'll stuff car and vacation the next time around. That comes to $79. And that comes to $60.85. Okay, we're not gonna do that one. We're gonna move it down here. So $60.85. And I'm going to stuff my 52-week challenge with $7. And then we'll put the rest in 1 month ahead. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Okay, so $60.85 minus 7 equals $53.85. So let's put 53 in 1 month ahead. And that'll bring us to 60. So that leaves me with 85 cents that will stay in the checking for zero base budget. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about this one. So if I go back down here, that one stays. That one does not get removed. And then these ones will. we did it. I'm going to be withdrawing a total of $344, and that is what I will take with me to the bank, and then we will film our cash stuffing. Thank you so much for joining me today. I seem to get a lot of views on my budget with me's. So yeah, just like I had that request to zoom in on my numbers, if there are any other requests that you have, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. I'm more than willing to see if I can accommodate any of those requests. And I really hope that you do enjoy my budget with me's and just kind of see how I'm making my numbers work for me. Like I said, I will come back with a cash stuffing video, so be on the lookout for that one. And there will be a few updates to my 1 month ahead sinking fund, and I'm so excited. If you haven't checked out my 2022 financial goals video, I can go ahead and link that below, because that 1 month ahead envelope of mine is number one top priority, and I'm really excited to be able to put a decent amount of money in that envelope this time around. All right, thank you again so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps to keep my channel growing and keep my channel going, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.